Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Hello. Hello. Is everybody caffeinated, hydrated? How's everybody How's everybody doing? Hello, everyone. I'm Cheldon Barlett Rumor, and this is it. Welcome back to This Is It TV. This Is It Network is your global digital TV network connecting remarkable women to inspiring stories. We're doing that each and every day through our growing community, our engaging content, and the real connections in which we provide. I am so excited about a couple things that we've got going on. We just shared today that we are going to be hosting our We Win Women in Sports event in Philadelphia on September 5th. So information about that can be found within the post. You can RSVP right there. It is an invite-only event, and you are invited. So make sure that you RSVP. We, as a former Division I athlete, as a lover of all things sports, especially women in sports, we're doing this event, and we're super excited about it. We have hosted this event at the Super Bowl, both in Phoenix and in Los Angeles. We did not do one in 2024, so we're doing it in Philadelphia, just right over the bridge, at least for me. So we'll be doing that on September 5th. Then we'll be heading to New Orleans to host the We Win Women in Sports event, Super Bowl weekend in New Orleans in 2025. So we're super busy, but there's so much going on. There's so much momentum. We want to make sure that we continue the conversation and don't skip this year. So September 5th, it is at Xfinity Live in Philadelphia. We know that there's a sports event that's happening at Xfinity Live for the Philadelphia Business Journal this month in August. So we're going to be heading over there to check that out, make some connections, and then follow up with an additional event on September 5th. So please, please, please join us if you're interested in supporting women's sports. If you are in the women's sports industry, if you are a woman in sports, on the field, off the field, in the pool, off the pool, out of the pool, and want to be able to celebrate all of the ambitious women that are doing so many amazing things, please join us September 5th. The link is within the post, so make sure that you do that. We're also planning an event for New York Fashion Week, September 8th, that same week. That's that Sunday during the day, 1 to 4. It's going to be a really quick opportunity for us to interview individuals within the fashion industry. More information on that is to come. So I told you, we took some time off to take a breath, and now we are full-fledged moving forward. We love not only content, editorial, but also events. The ability to share educational entertainment with all of you is really what drives us. So we do that both online and off. So hopefully you can join us at our We Win Women in Sports event. It's going to be called Her Style, our fashion event that's happening on September 8th. And then, of course, This Is It Network Live. This Is It Network Live is our 2-day conference. Will be held in Atlantic City, New Jersey on October 25th and 26th. A full day, 9 to 5 on October 25th. And then on October 26th is a brunch. You know, I can't help it. A brunch that will be held from 10 to 2. Thanks to our friends at Stockton University. We'll be heading down there into their Atlantic City campus and hosting about 200 remarkable women. So please, 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 if there's anything that you'd like, any events you'd like to be involved in, anything you want to know about, we solidified all of our speakers for our This Is It Network Live event that will be happening in October. All of their information will be shared with you. All of the confirmations are rolling in. So we're super excited to get you guys all of that information. I do these morning messages, my darling friends. I do these morning messages on a regular basis. I want to make sure that you are connected with us and that you can find a little bit of inspiration and motivation as you navigate through your day. So many people ask me, why do you do this and how do you do this? Do you have something planned every day? And it's usually based on what it is I'm feeling in the moment, what it is that I need at the time. And I kind of just let it kind of ride. So I'd love to say that I was structured and organized and I had a plan every time I sat down with all of you, but I can't say that I do. I don't necessarily have one. It's more about me really talking to what really matters to me in the moment, what it is that I need, and this is what it is for today. Today's morning message, number 564, if you can believe it, is really, do they know? I want you to be really specific about the people who know what it is that you are doing. Very specific about the individuals who are out there in the world that follow, fan, and like you. Are they clear on what you sell? Are they clear on what you do? People cannot buy what they cannot find. People cannot share what they do not know. And so many of us are working so hard, so diligently. Good morning. Good morning, gorgeous. Good to see you. Aria's my fave. I love you. I love you. I love you. Did you get my email? Are you going to make it to live? We'll talk. I'll send you an email about it. But I want you guys to think about that. I want you to think about, do they know? Do the individuals in your life, are they aware of what you sell, what you do? Are they aware of what you are up to? Are they clear on who you are, what you want, and why you deserve it? Because if they are not, it is difficult for them to share you. Is your ambition shareable? Do people know what it is that you are up to and what it is that you are doing? Or are you a mystery to those that are in your network, those that follow you on LinkedIn, on YouTube, on Instagram, on Facebook, on TikTok? Are they all saying, oh my gosh, this person is so interesting, but I wish I knew exactly how to work for them or work with them, or what exactly they were selling, or how I could purchase their product or service. And in most cases is, how can I support you? I can't tell you the amount of stages I pop off and people are like, just let me know how I can support you. And I'm like air kissing myself to death, and I don't give them an answer and I don't give them a resource. Do they know clearly how they can work for you, work with you, collaborate with you? And all the things that I share with you in these morning messages, I share because I live it. I share because I am you, right? So even as ambitious and loud-spoken, lips and lashes as I am, I also need to remind myself of these things. As outgoing and front-facing as I am, I still need to say to myself, are people clear on what it is that I do? Yes, I bring energy, but for what? Right? And so for me to say, and for me to recognize that, I have to be able to pose that question to you. Do they know? Do the people in your circles clearly know how you make money? Do they know what your business is? Do they know what your web address is? Do they know that you need 2 more followers on Instagram to hit 500? Do they know you have an event coming up? People cannot buy what they cannot find. People cannot promote what they do not know, and they cannot share you if they are unaware. And so what I want all of us to do is to check ourselves today, right? Because I know we are all working hard. There's no question. There's no question that you have worked hard, that you have done the work, that you are worthy and deserving of a new account, of money in your bank account, of new relationships, right? Of a new contract. There's no doubt in my mind. But is it clear to those that follow, fan, and like you? Is it clear what it is that you are up to? Or is it a mystery? Do they have to dig deep in order to have a better understanding as to what it is you do and how you do it? Or how they can work with you or where to find you? And oftentimes, again, no judgment, those of us who work so hard hardly work on letting people know what we are up to. Even those of us, especially those of us out here who are marketers, right? Who are in advertising or promotions or event planning. We very rarely plan events for ourselves or very rarely market ourselves. It's just the last thing on our mind. But what I want to challenge us to do in this moment is to think about how clear is what we do to everyone else. How organized is who we are to everyone else. Good morning, Gretchen, right? How clear is that? Because if it's not, my darling friends, if it's not, it is not shareable. And when you are not shareable, people cannot have conversations about you in your absence. And my definition of personal branding is what people say and think about you when you are not in the room. When they say what they say and think about you in your absence. And the clarity that you have when you put information out into the world, the clarity that you have when you show up in a space where people know you for a thing, right? Sheldon, borrow that rumor, scream your dream, personal branding. She's a keynote speaker. She does this morning message. She produces this TV show. That's all. They don't need the full dissertation, the full Wikipedia page. They just need the breadcrumbs that can lead them in the right direction. So many people aren't even leaving a crumb. So many people are leaving people confused, right? Some of you have left your job 4 jobs ago, and the information that you have online is who you were and not who you are. Do they know? Are they clear on who you are in this moment? Are they clear on what it is that you're doing at this time? Because I think so often we assume everybody knows what we are doing. Everybody knows you've made a shift Because to you, it was a huge thing for you to leave your law firm and now teach yoga was revolutionary for you. So you assumed everybody was along for the ride, but they were not. And a message and a change of a profile or a post or a text message is necessary to remind people of what you do. Do they know is the question for today. Do the people that need you know what you do? Do the people that can buy your product or service, are they clear on what it is that you are up to? Are you a mystery to them? Are you in witness protection? I need you to let me know, because I don't doubt that all of you work hard. I don't doubt that all of you are in a position in this time in your life that you are putting one foot in front of the other, taking from Peter to pay Paul, to make sure that your dreams come true. But what the question is for today is that, does someone know what you do enough to share you with someone else? Does someone know what you do enough to make sure that one more person knows about you today than yesterday? People cannot buy what they cannot find. They cannot promote what they do not know. And they cannot share what they are unaware of. And so if I can make sure that all of you at least think about this today, that you're like, okay, Sheldon said, I got to make sure that everybody is clear on what I do. And I want you to think about that. What are you selling? What are you promoting? Who are you talking to? And this is no judgment if nothing is done to date, right? The internet is a living, breathing thing. The more you feed her, the nicer she is to you. So ultimately, if you are at a particular point where you need to relook at what you're doing, this is the time to do it. If you need to remind people of who it is you are, this is the time to do it. This is the time to look at what you've created and be proud enough to share that with the right people. This is your time to look at what you have built and say, you know what? I need to tell somebody about this today, even if that somebody is simply me. Even if you're like, I don't think anybody wants to hear from me, I'm going to raise my hand and say, please let me know. Let me know what you are up to in the comments. Let me know what you are up to in a DM. Send me an email. Because half the time, we just need to feel like somebody else is listening. We just need to feel like somebody else is going to let us know that we are okay. Somebody else is going to point us in the right direction. And I can, at the very least, say that I'm capable and able to do that, willing to participate in ensuring that you are letting more people know about you today than yesterday. Do they know? Do the people that can actually help you, are they aware that you exist? Are you waiting behind social media platforms hoping that people will pay attention to you? Are you posting and praying as opposed to sending a message, a text message, or letting people know what you are actually doing? Are you holding on with bated breath that somebody will just follow upon your post as they're scrolling on their way to a coupon or to check out what somebody did on vacation? How do you become a destination? By letting people know what it is that you do. Do they know? Do the people in your world know what you do enough for them to pay you, enough for them to follow you, enough for them to refer you? That's the answer. That's the question. That's the morning message for today. My goal is to provide a sense of perspective, inspiration, and motivation for your day. The morning message is simply that. The goal is to elevate the voices of remarkable women by providing content and resources and events in order for that to happen. We surround ourselves with like-minded people so we don't feel alone, so we don't feel crazy. And this morning message allows for us to just tap into that a little bit every day. Today's morning message is, do they know? Do the people in your community know what it is that you're up to? Do they know how to purchase it? Are you providing a link for them to get more information? It sounds simplistic, but these simplistic acts can change your life, because the majority of us need one person, one meeting for our lives to change. One opportunity for something to look different and feel different in what it is that we've got going on. So I want you to think about that today. I want you to share this message with somebody who needs it, somebody who needs a little bit of inspiration, motivation, or just some practical advice to get them closer to where it is that they want. The goal at This Is It Network is to elevate the voices of remarkable women, to connect them with a community both online and offline. We have a series of different events coming up. You can check out more information within the post. You can reach out to me directly if you need more personal branding guidance, advice, or help, because my goal is to help you tell your story. My goal is for all of you to no longer whisper your wishes, but to, in fact, scream your dream. I'll see you next time for our next morning message. Take care.